Tommy Pickles was the star of the hit Nickelodeon classic, The Rugrats. By the end of this video, you're going to know everything there is to know about this bald-headed little baby. Tommy celebrated his first birthday during the series' premiere episode. In that episode, titled Tommy's First Birthday, Tommy is seen wearing a red shirt, which he never wears again. Unless you count the time when we saw Tommy in a red shirt during the original unaired pilot episode. In the show, Tommy wears a light blue shirt that's a little too small for him and no pants. He is bald with very few hairs on his head, which is irregularly shaped. Tommy is voiced by the voice actor E.2. Daly. She was the voice of Tommy during the entire series, the movies, and the revival. Tommy's main characteristics was his brave and adventurous nature. Tommy felt like he could take on the world. He was an enthusiastic leader of the pack of the Rugrats, which included Chucky, Phil, Lil, and later on in the series, Dill and Kimmy. He was kind and empathetic, but also straight and to the point.
Chucky, listen! Your bug died! We got you a new bug! It's going to be okay.
He also helped his friends overcome their struggles and fears. He was a curious baby who questioned everything around him and always wanted to learn. With his trusty screwdriver tucked away in his diaper, he and his friends would routinely escape the confines of his playpen. That screwdriver was like magic. Tommy was very resourceful and could even use a pair of pliers to break out of his pen. Tommy's dad Stu was an inventor. He likely passed on some of his creativity and passion for life onto little Tommy. Stu loved his job and oftentimes shared his inventions with Tommy. Tommy's mom Dee Dee cared a lot for Tommy as well. She was always trying to improve her parenting skills and consulted with the works of Lipschitz often for help.
Got health food. Puppets, puppets, puppets. Where are those puppets? Stay cool, dude.
Dee Dee's family was Jewish, and she shared her faith with Tommy. In the episodes A Rugrats Passover and A Rugrats Hanukkah, we saw how Tommy was interested in learning about his Jewish roots. The episodes provided an entertaining and educational look into the Jewish faith, which is rare to see in kids' shows. Another member of Tommy's family was his dog, Spike. Tommy and his friends loved Spike, and Tommy even went so far as to want to be just like him. We saw this in the show's pilot when Tommy wanted to try dog food, and in the episode Naked Tommy. Later on in the series, Tommy became a big brother to Dill. His relationship with him at first was a rocky one. In the movie Rugrats the Movie, we watched on as Tommy struggled through his new title as Big Brother. But eventually, Tommy fell in love with Dill and quickly took on a protector role. Throughout the rest of the Rugrats series, Tommy tries to be the best big brother he can be. He tries to keep him safe and teaches him new things.
He just needs to learn some more words. That's what we'll do. We'll teach Dill all the names of stuff and then he'll be really smart.
But like all siblings, their relationship wasn't one free of problems. Tommy was very forgiving and never fought back. He knew Dill was just a little baby and was very patient with him. Tommy was first cousins with Angelica Pickles through their fathers. While Tommy was always looking to do the right thing, Angelica was the opposite.
Hey, Angelica, you give that back! The world isn't meant for babies.
Tommy's best friend was Chucky Finster. He helped Tommy to not get too ahead of himself. Tommy usually didn't take his advice though. His desire to explore was just too great. Tommy helped Chucky develop throughout the series from a fearful baby to a much more brave baby. In my Rugrats character analysis video of Chucky, I talk more about that, so I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below. Unlike Chucky, who frequently protested Tommy's bold plans, Phil and Lil were very cooperative. They seemed ready for anything and were happy to follow along. Tommy's friendship with Phil and Lil wasn't as strong as his with Chucky's, but he did enjoy their company, which was evident in the episode Family Feud. In that episode, both Tommy's and the twins' parents stopped talking, so the babies weren't allowed to see each other. This left Tommy longing to play with Phil and Lil again.
Me too. I want to play with Phil and Lil again.
While Tommy was only a year old, he showed interest in many different activities, exploring new environments, playing with animals, singing.
You make me like you. You know if I was gonna. You know if I was gonna. You make me hug you.
playing the guitar. In addition, Tommy loved watching TV with a particular fascination with Reptar. Tommy was in awe of Reptar's strength and bravery. He was an inspiration.
Hey, look, it's some kids on the ice. What's a dinosaur to do when there's kids on the ice? Quick, somebody call their mom!
While Tommy's probably best known as being a fearless baby, there was something he was afraid of. In the episode The First Cut, we saw how Tommy was afraid of getting cuts and bleeding. After Tommy got cut, the frightening experience traumatized him. He started to become fearful like Chucky to avoid getting cut again. But that didn't stop him from tumbling down a hill to rescue Chucky. Tommy's love for his best friend was much stronger than his fear of getting another boo-boo, so he sprung into action. The Rugrats series focused on Tommy, but there was something about him that was never answered. Why was Tommy's feet pointed inwards? Tommy's pigeon-toed gait was something that may be considered as cute by fans, but what caused it? According to kidshealth.org, this is actually a medical condition and is most commonly caused by something called tibia torsion. This is when the leg bone develops into being abnormally turned inwards. Tommy's pigeon toes could also be caused by an abnormality in the bones of his feet, called metatarsus adductus. Apparently, these medical conditions tend to run in families, but do we know if Stu or Dee Dee had these conditions? In the episode regarding Stewie, we saw Stu regress back to being a baby, but we didn't see his feet point inwards like Tommy's. I guess whether or not Tommy inherited his pigeon-toed gait from his mom or his dad is a mystery. Luckily, the majority of babies who develop these conditions grow out of it, and this is what we saw with Tommy. In the spin-off show to the Rugrats, All Grown Up, we saw Tommy walking normally just like his friends. Or did he?
You were there for me.
I'm there for you. You brighten up my day when I'm feeling blue.
The star of the Rugrats, Tommy Pickles, taught us how to see every challenge in life as an opportunity. No matter how difficult a challenge seemed to be, it's always worth a try. Tommy was a baby, so he didn't have strength nor knowledge, yet that didn't hold him back.
A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do.
He was brave, and that's all that mattered to him. Once he had an idea, he didn't let anything stop him from achieving his goal. His inquisitive nature led him into dangerous situations, but through them he learned about the world. His curious mind led him to ask innocent questions that we as viewers maybe never thought about.
What about dog food? Tommy thinks if you eat some, maybe you turn into a dog.
Tommy also showed how life could be interpreted in a whole new way. He showed us how something we see in one way could be looked at in a completely different way by someone else. Many of the adventures Tommy and his friends went on all started because Tommy was curious about something that we already knew about or never even questioned.
Let me ask you this, Lil. How come you do, huh? Phil, why do you wear clothes? Oh, I guess why do any of us wear clothes? All they're good for is getting dirty or wet, and then your mom has to change you and she yanks your shirt up over your head and it hurts your ear.
Because of this, watching Tommy and his friends' quests weren't entertaining because of the discovery at the end. Their adventures were fun to watch because of their journeys. Tommy would risk anything to complete his mission, getting into trouble for sneaking away or even getting hurt, all to reach his goal. He was a determined baby, and quite frankly,
The bravest baby I ever saw.
so that brings us to the end of my Rugrats character analysis of Tommy Pickles. What did you think of Tommy? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.
One thing's for sure, big stuff's going on.
You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at dialupdigest. Until next time, my friends, dialing out.